there, welcome to Mindful Me. I'm Christy, I'll be your guide today. First off, we're going to talk about what is Mindful Me. Well, Mindful Me is a program that we developed to go into our elementary schools in the Vancouver area, and we talk about things like movement, breath work to find calm. We talk about mindfulness, and then we also talk about values. So a value could be something like kindness. How can we be kind to someone else or ourselves? Maybe something like patience. How can we be patient with ourselves and those around us? That's what we kind of consider a value, all right? And each time Mindful Me will be a little bit different. Every single time, though, we're going to practice our Mindful Me code. I'm going to call out a sentence to you, and then you'll just repeat it, either in your head or out loud, depending on who's around you, okay? We always want to consider who's around us in our space, right? All right, settle in, find your seat, and we'll get long through our spines. And we'll imagine the crown of our head growing up towards the ceiling, and then we get to relax those shoulders. Here we go. I am listening. So you'll say that back. I am listening. I am breathing. I am focused. My teacher is my guide, and my practice is my own. That's all it is. So practice just means what we do in our Mindful Me space. That's our practice. Okay? So now we're going to start out with our breathing. So you might notice that you might feel some sadness or anger or frustration or any of the feelings that are so okay to feel. And some days breathing really helps with us to find some calm within our system. So today we're going to work on what we call bee's breath, or we go into Harney Elementary and we call it hornet's breath because that's your mascot, right? So whatever you want to call it, bee's breath or hornet's breath, here we go. So for a moment, you're going to take your thumbs out and you're going to find that space of your ear. So there's some skin flap here, and we're going to take our thumb and gently press the flap of the ear back into the ear hole. Now, no over pressing, and then you might try that with the other ear. Now take your hands down and notice when you did that, it kind of got quiet inside, right? So in a moment, we're going to do that same thing. Then we're going to breathe in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to make a bee's or a hornet's nose, a buzz out our mouth. Bzzz, just like that, okay? We're going to do it 3 times. We're all going to be breathing at different paces, so just come back when you're done and we'll rejoin and allow ourselves to get cozy once again. All right, so go ahead and take those thumbs. We'll bring them to our flaps. Close the ear flaps off, hands to the head. Take a deep breath in. Good job. All right, so when we do our breath work and we're trying to find some calm, we really want to practice our exhale, our buzzing. We want to make that as long as possible. So if you feel like you might be overwhelmed or feeling sad, frustrated, you might go into a space of your own, even if it's the bathroom, that's okay, and do a few rounds of your bee's breath and see if that helps you feel better, or at least giggle a little bit, all right? All right, so the next part is some fun, some silly fun. All we're gonna do is make some shapes, and they're shapes that we call animals. So let's go ahead and start that. So go ahead and find a place on all fours. You don't have to have a mat. You can just be anywhere that you feel comfortable. And then hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. And as we breathe in, we're going to drop our belly, our chest drops, and we're going to look up. And notice how my back is swayed out, kind of like a cow in a field. And so we call this cow pose. Alright, so we look up, and you might decide to make a little cow noise. Moo. And then we're going to round our spine like a mad cat, tuck our tail under, bring our chin towards our chest, and maybe give a little cat sound. So we're going to inhale, drop belly, chest, look up, moo. And as you breathe in, deep breath in, looking up, moo. And as you breathe out, me mad cat. Good. Go ahead and come back to your seated position. Let's take our pause in our seated position and do a little friendly breathing technique with a bear hug, alright? So breathing in, bringing your arms out to the side. As you exhale, you're going to cross your right arm over your left. Give yourself a big bear hug. Give yourself a good squeeze here. Deep breath in through the nose. You might make a bear sound. That was a terrible bear, but I hope you did better than me. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, big bear hug. And a little breath in. And a roar. Good. My bear must be coming out of hibernation. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, drop those hands to the mat or to the ground. Great, go ahead and come on to all fours again. Now we're going to find a dog shape. So you might have found your animal, if you have one at home, dog or cat, making shapes like this. So for us, we're going to curl our toes under. Bring our pockets up to the sky and back. And then let ourselves get a nice stretch through the backs of our legs here. And we call this downward dog. And we might do a little barking. Woof, woof. Or you can be a little dog. Woof, woof, woof. Or a really big dog. Woof, woof, woof. Good job. Go ahead and come down to your knees. Now go ahead and find yourself in a dolphin pose. So we're going to place our hands together, clasp our hands, and then the trick is to take our little pinky that's hanging out and tuck it into our hands. Now we're going to place our forearms on the ground and do the exact same thing you just did with your dog pose, but now on your forearms. So you're going to tuck those toes under, push your hips up and back, stretch out through the backs of the legs, and feel super strong in your dolphin pose. You might even drop your head and see if it can hover over the ground. Keep on pushing down through your forearms like you're pushing the mat away. And whatever dolphin sound comes to you. My dolphin was terrible. And then come on down. And then we'll go through our cat-cow. Cat-cows again. Drop your belly, chest, look on up. And as you exhale, cat, mean cat. Good. Now, I want you to get creative in poses, and I'm going to call out an animal, and then you're going to make that pose, okay? So here we go. Let's do a crab. What would be a crab shape to you? All right, I'll give you 5 seconds, and then I'll make my idea of a crab shape. If you don't have one set already, I'll be the guide. So I like to put my hands back towards me and then lift my hips, and we might walk around a little bit and grab, and drop your pockets back to the ground and come on up. All right, next one. Let's do tiger. So you go ahead and show me what a tiger would look like. And then I'll go ahead and show you what I think a tiger would look like. So all fours. And then we're going to do our mean cat shape, but then we're going to rah, rah, rah. Good. Other side. Rah, rah, rah. Nicely done. Okay, pockets one more time. Last one. Turtle. What would a turtle look like to you? I'll give you 5 seconds to make your own up. Good job. And then I'll show you what my creation of turtle will be. So bottoms of our feet together. We walk our hands out underneath our legs, and then we put our hands down, and we're a turtle. Good, come on up. All right, awesome job. Hopefully that was some fun, got some wiggles out in you, and you might have found some calm within your body to take on the rest of the day. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.